Manje ke inombolo ke yala lamakhalekhukhwini I mean number yakhona u86 33 72 02 13 76 215.
The serial number, they didn't complete the serial number. Cell phone number, it's 82 704 4358.
Manje ke lana ke I number ngale makhalekhukhwini ko 82 704 4358.
The name of the suspect, Kelly Khumalo.
Manje ke igama ke likamsolwa lapha uKelly Khumalo.
The date of birth and ID number, they also leave out, they didn't complete it.
Manje ke sengifakwe ke ukuthi wazalwa nini ID yakhe.
Offense, murder.
Manje ke icala kukhulunywa ngalo elokubulala.
Investigation officer, Lieutenant Colonel Neertling. That time he was involved.
Kuthiwa owayemseshi ngaleso sikhathi kwakuyi Lieutenant Colonel Neertling. Ngaleso sikhathi ke wayesekhona kulolu daba.
Then the unit is Toms.
Yes. Thank you.
Unit ke, what's a unit name?
Toms, T-O-M-S.
Unit here with TOMS, Toms.
And that cell phone number, is it complete?
That's correct.
But the telephone number leyo iphelele.
Right. Thank you. We can then get back to your
Statement.
affidavit, triple K6.
And I also want to mention to the court, Kelly Khumalo wasn't treated as a suspect. We concentrated on her as a person of interest.
But ngaleso sikhathi uKelly Khumalo wayengabona njengomsolo kodwa wayebona njengomuntu ongaba nokuthiza angakusiza leli cala ngalo.
We did discover the number of Nkani, suspect number 5,
Sayithola ke inamba kaNkani umsolo wesihlanu.
with number +27 73 305 9202.
Kuthiwa ke inamba ke kwaku2773 3005 9202.
This number is being confirmed by e-notice and bank statements of the suspect 5.
Manje ke le number kwathola isiqiniseko sokuthi yakhe kwa e-notice waphinde watholakala futhi nemakusetshenziswa i-document zasebank ukuthi yakhe.
I just want to interrupt you, sorry, Connor, to refer to exhibit triple A in brackets 1 is the affidavit of the e-notice expert at the Road Traffic Management Corporation, Mr. Chu Pierre Christopher Maclow. On page 7, there's an infringement notice and the cell phone number.
That's correct, my lord. Must I read the number out for the court?
Is the name of the infringer in whose name the infringement notice was issued?
That's correct. Ntuli.
Igama elivela lapho igama likaNtuli.
Yes, initials, names.
The initials is F, Foxtrot.
Ama-initials ke akhe u-F.
Yes.
It was a Volkswagen Polo, grey. And the cell phone number is 073 305 9202.
Cellphone ke evela lapho 073 305 9202.
Does that number accord with the information that's contained in paragraph 5 of your affidavit, the one that is just
That's correct, my lord.
Le number ihambelana nale evela lapha ku-affidavit yami paragraph 5.
You also mentioned that you use bank records as your source to determine the number. I just want to show you exhibit triple E in brackets 6. It's bank records from NetBank. Can you just place on record the cell phone number there?
Sifuna ukuthi afunde i-cellphone evela lapha kuma-bank record.
That's correct, my lord. It is a bank record of NetBank of F. Ntuli. And they also mentioned the same cell phone number, plus 27 73 305 9202.
Kuthiwa ke lapha kuyavela ukuthi lena i-bank statement yaseNedbank ushuthi igama lapha kuthiwa ka-F Ntuli and the number ke ebonakala lapho u277330599202.
Yes, thank you. You can proceed from your statement.
In my note, I want to start with exhibit K1.
Siqala ngombukiso K1.
That is from the cell phone download. It's also mentioned in my previous statement.
Lokuvela ku cell phone download futhi ke ngase ngibikile statement Samsung ngaphambilini.
The device boot up. That means that the device has been, everything on the device has been cleaned, deleted.
Kuthiwa ke lapho konke kokula ngaphakathi kwamakhalekhukhwini kwakususile.
You try to delete all the information on your on your cell phone, and then he will reboot himself.
Kuthiwa kumususa konke lapha kumakhalekhukhwini uyaqala futhi uzama ukuthi uyivuse futhi leyo makhalekhukhwini uyilayithe futhi.
You've just testified that you mentioned this fact in your previous
previous
statement. I just want to show you your statement exhibit O in brackets 1.
And it's on page 18.
Page 18.
That's correct, my lord.
Lo page 18 kumbukiso okhona la enkantolo.
Boot up, device boot up.
So lokho ke kuchaza i-device boot up.
Yes, you may proceed.
Then, my lord, if you compare the phone list, then are we going to triple K2?
Yeah, sorry, you're still on triple K1. Just put that information on record.
On triple K1, Kelly rebooted the handset during the early morning hours after the incident on 2014-10-27. That's why we did not have a complete memory of downloads of the phone book. See exhibit K1.
So kukhona Khumalo ngomhla 7 October 2014 wazama ukureporta the phone ngoko yikho nje ukungaphakathi akubonakala kungaphelele.
And the time that this happened, what time was it?
The time was 01:31:38 a.m. in the morning.
So lokwenzeka ngesikhathi ka 01:31:38 ekuseni.
But now you must also remember it's a download.
Usikhumbulele ukuthi lokhu kuvela ngalokho kuthiwa i-download.
It's a plus 2 hour rule.
What's that?
So it only mentioned the 2 hour rule. So in other words, you must add 2 hours. So it's 1:01:51. Now it's become 03:51.
Manje kuthiwa khona ke le ndlela abasenza ngayo ukuthi khona lo mthetho wama-hour ukuthi uma inumber isikhathi ku-131:35 kugcina seku-03:31:35.
Yes, you may proceed.
Okay, then I proceed to exhibit number K2. If you compare the phone list from both the section 205 and the downloads, Kelly constantly phoned family and friends.
Kuthiwa ke umubheka lapha umbukiso triple K2 kuyabonakala ukuthi uKelly wayefonela abomndeni nabangani.
Yeah, I can also just show on the first page, it's like Senzo's friend Kenny Keneni and Kanye. That's all friends. Precious, it's all persons in their friendship.
Kuthiwa ke labantu laba abanye ke kunjengo Kenny kunene no Precious abantu ke nje abangani bami.
You will also found her sister's name there as well, Zandi.
Bathi uzothola ke nenamba kaZandi udadewabo khona la.
You will also find the number 2773-305-9202. Safe as NA.
Kuthiwa ke lapho ke uzothola nenamba EU2773-305-9202 ebekwe njengo NA.
If you found that one, you will see even on the top there was also a name which has been saved as, I think, something different.
That umubheka ngenhlo sobona elinye igama eligcinwe ngelinye nje igama elihlukile.
That Gogo Nzonga.
Just you will see NA.
Yeah.
Then they said that the word what the fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. I don't think there's a person with that name.
Okay, it's what an F.
Yeah. So I think it's also something she tried to hide.
Manje ngiyabonakala la ukuthi khona kuyazama ukufihla ngoba isigama elibekile lapho akulona igama elisebenzisekayo.
On the contact list, is there any other contact as safe as N/A?
No, that's the only one.
Talikho elinye igama lapho eligcinwe mhlambe inye inamba egcinwe ngo-N/A.
Yes, you may proceed.
Then if we turn to the next page, what is important there, which I want to point out to the court, if it's my conclusion, this one, she must have 1,605 contacts or more.
Kuyabonakala lapho masibheka la kubonakala ngathi ke kunabantu ke abakhona lapha abaneyinombolo zabo la ngaphakathi kwefoni abalingana inkulungwane amakhulu ayisithupha namahlanu.
The numbers is also not numerics. Like you will see, it start 8, 9, 11, 13, and then it jumps a lot. That is how the numbers has been deleted or missing.
Bathi kumubheka la inamba yabona ukuthi zihamba kubekhona la ubona khona ukuthi hayi ezinye zakhishwa.
You will also found that at 647, the email address of Kelly.
And then uzobona ukuthi kunumber 647 kuna email address kakhe.
Then to the, just for the information of the court, triple K3, it's all the programs on the cell phone.
Bathi lapha ku triple K3 kubonakala wonke ama-program la ngaphakathi kule cell phone.
And then I just want to mention, maybe in the previous one we didn't make it clear about the 2-hour roll, and I also think I forgot to add it to my stat, to my Excel spreadsheet. That is where the misunderstandings come.
Ngifuna ukuchaza ngalo 2-hour rule ngithe umthetho lo osetshenziswayo kwamahora amabili ungachazanga kahle.
Sorry, you say you didn't mention the 2-hour rule in which document?
In my previous statement.
The previous statement?
That's correct.
Yeah, just tell us the page, the paragraph, so that you all,
That is on page 23.
on page 23.
Yeah.
Lapha ku page 23 statement samsanga phambili nanzange ngichaze lo 2-hour rule engikhulumayo.
Now, if we go to page 23 of my old statement,
Yeah,
if we consider, read the time, it must be 22:40:47. And if we go to exhibit number triple K4, then we trace the call using data.
hang on a bit.
You will see on my first page there. Eleventh entry from down.
Yes. You just put that exhibit number on record.
The triple K4.
Triple K4.
That's correct.
Can you say what number from the bottom?
You will see next on my last line there's P23. It's my reference I put there.
Bathi lapha ke ku exhibit triple K4 ila ekulandelelwa khona ucingo.
I'm referring to the shaded portion.
That's correct.
Yes, just put that the information on record.
It shows the number 2782-704-4358. Receive a call from 27-733-059-202.
Yes.
And it's on 2014-08-02, 10:40:47 p.m. In other words, it's 22.
Can I get the times again? The date and the time?
The date is
2014.
2014-08-02. And it's 10:40:47.
Kuthiwa ke le number go 082782704358 yathola ucingo oluvela ku 27-733-059-202 ngomhla ka-2 enyangeni yesi-8 ku-2014 lapho ke isikhathi kwaku 10:40 40:47.
Yes, and
Okay, then
duration?
the duration is also 1 minute and 50 seconds.
Thoke isikhathi okuyiminute elilodwa nemizuzwana amashumi ayisihlanu.
That
Now-
comes back to the 110.
Manje ke ibuyela lapha ku-110.
So what would, in light of your explanation that you have to add 2 hours to a download,
Yes.
what would the actual time be?
The actual time will be then 00:40 in the early morning of the next day.
Manje
Oh,
kuma
wait, wait.
sesinezezela-ke lo 2 hours onesizelwayo ugcina isikhathi seku-00:40 and 47 wasekuseni osukwini olandelayo.
Then if you go to the exhibit number KK5, you will find there, I think it's also been highlighted on the first page, that during that time she was using data. And now the court must also keep in mind, this information won't be to the disposal of Vodacom, because it's coming straight from the download.
Yeah, that's critical. Just explain that to us. Because the supposition or allegation is that there were numbers which, when they are compared with those which are on the PDF,
That's correct.
they don't correspond with the numbers on the PESA.
That's correct, yeah. That's
Just explain that concept, because then it means this is fabricated.
Yeah.
Because the numbers must be the same. If they're not the same, there's manipulation,
Yeah.
there's fraud, etc.
No, that is, in the beginning of the cell phone downloads, they did mention the UTC-2 plus UTC-2.
Yeah.
Then you must add the 2 hours. That comes in with the download of the cell phone information.
Right?
So then every time you have to count it plus. Some other countries is more, like 6 hours, but ours is 2.
So it's 2 hours.
Yeah, so if you just take your 205 year reader time, and you're not adding the 2 hours on the download, it would looks like it's overlapping.
If you can refer to paragraph 9 of
Yeah,
Ms.
because-
Fulfilling statement, triple J in brackets 1,
Oh, 9, which one?
Ms. Fulfilling statement.
Yes. That's correct. Hers is section 205. It's straight from the service provider. So
Yeah.
that's real time.
That's real time.
Real time, if
Right.
you put it like that, yeah.
Bathi umbuko ka Ms. Vaitilingam kuyabonakala ukuthi ivela ku-205 futhi ukuthi kusetshenziswa ke isikhathi esifana nesikhathi esisetshenziswayo.
And then in the person, obviously, it must change.
That's correct. Yeah.
But explain to us, because, we are dunderheads. We don't
Yeah.
get this.
But if you come, yeah, I don't know why it's working like that.
Yeah.
But that's
You say it's the
rule.
program.
That's a program.
Yeah, fine.
It's a program from download machine.
That's it.
Yeah. And it also can differ. Let's say if I set up my phone and I set up my date not correct and the time not correct, then the cell phone download will also show that time. Then it can be, let's say if I got the cell phone, it can be 2 hours plus the difference in which you save the time on your phone when you set it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Raja will say to you, on the PDF disk or program, you said you phoned Kelly at 9 minutes past 2. And yet on the person, it shows that Kelly was phoned at 11 minutes past 2.
If it's under section 205,
That's it, yeah.
if he was using the towers,
That's
then
it,
it
yeah.
was say 2 minutes, same at 2 minutes past 9.
Yeah.
But if it's on data and then it's not appearing on the 205, then it won't be on the 205, but it will be in that side. And then will be reflected on my download, what time it phones. Then if it was on
Yeah.
my download, it shows 2 minutes past 9, then it's plus 2 hours. 2 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ukhona kuhluka ekhathini lapho kusetshenziswa ifoni ngoba kwesinye isikhathi ke uma kuwukuthi kukhona ke ukudownloadile kungagcina kubonakale ngesikhathi esehlukile kulesi sikhathi esefoni ngoba kukhona nalo 2 hours ofanele unezezelo.
Even if you go to the last triple K5, you will see she's still in the same vicinity as, let's say, the -2 hours. She was on her way back from Kimberley to Joburg. And if you look at the sum of data she was using, she was definitely not driving. She was a passenger in the vehicle.
Okay.
Because she was busy with data.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I know how about this cut or give an adult to enter the license and data. Which would try and get one gay and I shy like Okono, I'm shy there.
And then if we go back,
Just place the whole information then on KK5.
what I mentioned to the court is, you can see she's still moving in the same, obviously, let's say the same direction as being mentioned on the section 205. It
So
also
that-
shows which tower she was using with the data.
So Lana Gabonagala over to kuyafana nakule logo kuvela lapho section 205 ukuthi wayehamba elandela maphi amathawa ekhombisa ukuthi wayekuphi ngesikhathi ngasiphi isikhathi.
Yes, just place the whole information on record. The numbers, the towers, the times,
Okay.
and the data used.
Okay. You can go to this, it's also been highlighted. The number is 2782704435 with SIM card number 65501550139661.
Yes.
And then the IMEI number, that's a handset number, that's the same one we already read into the record, 35150 305 303 538. Then the date, 3rd of August 2014 at 01:46:11. Then the duration 0, call ID is 1692. There was a Britskop, 3G Britskop, and it's BlackBerry Net.
Meaning?
BlackBerry Net she was using data. She wasn't using normal cell phone call.
Yeah.
And then we can see in the last column, volume of bytes, it's 125665. So she was quite active.
So Lana the number was 278270443558. Isim card yayoge u 6550150139661. IMEI ayogu 35150305303 ngela ilanga lakhona kwawumhla 3 August 2014 and isikhathi ku-01:46:11 kuthiwa ke kuyabonakala ukuthi yayiqhubana nale tower kuthiwa uBlackscope and kuthiwa ngaleso sikhathi yayisebenzisa iBlackberry Net okusho ukuthi wayesebenzisa idatha wayengasebenzisi ifoni ekujwayelekileyo. Ivolume ke ekhulunywa ngayo kwawu-2125665.
Yes, you explain one call. Can you explain the other one, the other call?
The other call, it happened on the 15th of October.
Is which exhibit are you referring to?
And now I'm back again at KK4.
Yes. Page.
It's the fourth last page, 4, yeah. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 from the back.
Yes, just place the information on record.
You will see also on my last line, my lord, I've mentioned there the page 44111 or
Yeah.
11. I will come to that one now.
Okay.
The cell phone number is in,
We need to be put in perspective as well as to what pages. There should not be a conversation between the state
Actually,
and the witness.
it says triple K4.
Yes, but what page?
The fourth page from the last.
That we did not hear. Which
Yeah,
is
he
the
did say-
reason why I
Mr.
say
Mr.
avoid
Mnisi,
talking
this
to the
witness
witness.
did say
It's a
that.
conversation between yourself and the
No,
witness.
it's not a
It
conversation,
specifies.
please. Sir, did you say it's the fourth last page?
that's correct, my lord.
He says you never said it. We are having a conversation with...
I never said it.
What did
Not
you say,
said it. I say he must say it in such a way that we all are able to follow.
I heard him. I heard him.
But the fact that the court heard him does not mean that I heard him, which is the reason why I'm standing up to request that we also need to follow what he's saying. But I never said that he never said it. Those words do not come from my mouth, and I'm going to request the court to avoid putting words that are never said in my mouth.
Apologies, my lord. It's the 4th page from the end that the witness is referring to.
It's not numbered, that page itself, eh?
Yes.
So you start at the back of the page.
Yes, at the back.
that's
If you
correct,
count from the back, it's the last one, it's the first page, second last, second, third last will be third, then fourth last will be the 4th page.
I'm sorry for this. That's the way the printer printed from the download.
There's a shaded portion there. Can you just explain?
Yeah, it's a shaded portion. And I also mentioned there in the last line, page 4411. If you go to exhibit KK5,
Yes.
then you will also there that page has been numbered.
Okay. Yes, but just put this information on record first.
Okay, the first column is a cell phone number involved. It's 27827 044 358. Receive a call from the number 27733 059 202. And the time, it's 2014 10:15 at 17:53:57 PM. With other words, +2, then you becomes 193357. And the time duration is 01:38.
Kuthiwa le number lena 082 704 4358 yathola ucingo oluvela ku 27733 069 202. Sikhathi ilanga ku 2014 10:15, sikhathi ku 1733 57. Sikhathi ke bahlala umzuzu owodwa nemizuzwana yamashumi amathathu nesishiyagalombili.
And if I can then ask you to turn again to Ms. Van Thillingen's statement on paragraph 9JJ1. Just explain this in relation to that information on paragraph 9, the second call there.
The second call?
Of the 50th.
Yeah. The call has been made, this one has been made via the towers, normal airtime.
So le call enyenziwa ihambisana ihambiswa amathawa kusho ukuthi ke kusetshenziswa umoya wefoni ojwayelekile.
Sorry, when you say, is it the internet operating?
No, it's a normal
The normal,
way of calling.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
it's not data.
It's not
It's
data.
not data, okay.
It's like when you say this airtime
Yeah,
you pay
fine.
for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, and the time reflected in Exhibit JJ1, Ms. Van Thillingen's statement?
The time is 2240 and the second call is 17:53:57.
Yes.
I'm a bit lost.
Sorry, okay.
The time?
The time is 17:53:57.
Sikhathi 17:33:57
And the duration is 998,
and kusho is a second. 98 seconds.
98 seconds.
Joko emizuzwana amashumi ayishagalolunye nemhlanu.
And just explain this vis-a-vis the downloads, using
Yeah.
the time on the download.
This one must differ from the download because on your download you got to 2 hours plus 2 hours, and the cell phone data from Vodacom or any service provider is real time.
So kwenza ukuthi kuhluke lo ukuthi laba ku download kubonakala kufanele kufakwe ama-hour amabili, kodwa ke uma ku ilevela kwa Vodacom ikhombisa isikhathi esejwayelekile.
Yes, thank you. You may proceed.
My Lord, I just want to see, because I see now on this second page we print the wrong one.